Welcome back, everyone. We are officially diving into part 69 of our 100-part CPC exam series. And man, do we have a ton of crucial information to get through today. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Decode Healthcare with Herschel because you absolutely do not want to miss the high-yield strategies we're dropping in this explainer. Today is all about our Operative Report Decoding Masterclass. Let's get right into it.
So we're transitioning away from basic medical terminology theory and jumping headfirst into the high-stakes, fast-paced world of dissecting complex physician operative dictations. And look, when you're sitting there under strict CPC exam timed conditions, the pressure is on. You literally cannot afford to get bogged down in the weeds. That's exactly why you need to master this 5-step CPC FAST method. It's going to help you systematically break down those complex terms and validate them clinically before you even glance at the multiple choice options.
All right, let's look at our first case study. Picture this. You're in the exam, the clock is ticking down, and you get hit with this exact surgical scenario. Just reading it feels like a mouthful, right? It's heavily packed with directional and anatomical landmarks that are designed, quite frankly, to confuse you and eat up your precious time. Now listen closely, because this is a massive exam trap. If you can rapidly decode proximal versus distal, you can immediately eliminate half of the incorrect anatomical location codes right off the bat. Remember, proximal always means closer to the trunk or body center. Think of your shoulder. Distal means farther away, like your fingertips. Do not let them trick you into coding the completely wrong end of the bone. You really want to lock these spatial cues into your brain. Knowing your medial from your lateral is absolutely crucial. And understanding that ipsilateral means the same side, while contralateral means the opposite side, that knowledge is literally a game changer when you're filtering through dozens of CPT codes trying to find the one perfect match. Moving right along to case study 2, here the surgeon's operative note is throwing out some really heavy action verbs. We've got fulgration, anastomosis, resection, excision. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, translating these specific surgical action verbs directly dictates the exact CPT procedure category you're going to choose. Get the verb wrong, and you're in the wrong neighborhood of the codebook entirely. Let's rapidly break down this action verb matrix. Notice how ablation or fulguration means destruction without actual excision. So that's going to need you straight to cautery or laser codes. Excision, on the other hand, means actual surgical removal of tissue. But pay attention here. Resection often points to major organ removal codes. And anastomosis, that is a surgical connection like repairing a bowel or a vessel. Distinguishing between these exact terms is what prevents critical coding failures. Okay, next section, word root pitfalls and navigating high-yield anatomy traps. For case study 3, you have to treat medical terms like a foreign language. Always translate them right to left. In scenario A, we see a super common trap. Nephro refers to the kidney proper, while pyelo refers specifically to the renal pelvis. Oh, and bonus tip, cysto means bladder. If you just skim the word and mistake the renal pelvis for the bladder or the kidney proper, you're going to land in an entirely wrong code family. And trust me, the test makers know that. Now check out scenario B. A laminectomy involves removing the vertebral lamina for spinal decompression, whereas a discectomy involves removing the intervertebral disc itself. They are absolutely not interchangeable. The CPT codes for spinal procedures are incredibly unforgiving, so if you mix up these structures, you'll get the question wrong for sure. And here's scenario C, another absolute classic. Salpingectomy means removing the fallopian tubes. Oophorectomy means removing the ovaries. But what happens if the surgeon takes both during the encounter? Missing that single salpingo-oophorectomy combination code is a legendary CPC exam pitfall. But now that we've talked about it, you're going to avoid it completely. Okay, it's time for case study 4, our macro application. We've got a full operative note right here. I challenge you to dissect this step by step. Don't panic when you see a big block of clinical text like this. We have a solid protocol to handle it. Whenever you tackle notes like that, you need to lean on this 5-variable parsing protocol. I strongly urge you to use this method before you even look at the multiple choice answers, okay? Just scan the note and extract these 5 things. Where is it? Which side is it? How deep did they go? What happened? And what's the nuance? So let's walk through that exact extraction together. 1. The site is clearly the appendix. 2. Laterality doesn't apply here, so we skip it. 3. The approach is strictly laparoscopic. 4.
The action is removal, which we know because of the suffix ectomy. And 5, the nuance is the acute status. By isolating these specific variables first, you are going to confidently pinpoint the single correct CPT and ICD-10 answer choice every single time. It's like a giant puzzle, and you just found the corner pieces.
To wrap up today's explainer, I've got this dense, rapid-fire visual summary cheat sheet for you. You really want to lock this into your memory. It perfectly reinforces our minimal memorization method. Just remember the formula, find the action in the suffix, find the site in the root, find the modifier in the prefix, and always, always run your 5-variable protocol. You guys have done incredible work today decoding these operative reports. Next time, in Part 70, we're diving deep into the ICD-10-CM coding guidelines, Part 1, where we'll explore the official conventions and the critical differences between the alphabetic index and the tabular list. But before you go, I want to leave you with a provocative question. Based on today's intense breakdowns, is your foundational anatomy and terminology truly strong enough to pass the exam, or is it time to hit those flashcards one more time? Think about it. I'll see you in the next one.